Yo, Mount with a 45 stream streak. Hello, Rainbow again as well. Hi, Basshead. Hi, Hokkaido Bear. 70 stream streak. Kanos Teyuki. Welcome, guys. Hi, Sod. Ricardo. Yeah, I have a relatively short stream today, unfortunately. I started a bit later than I wanted, and I have a meeting later. Multiple meetings, actually. So it's a bit unfortunate, but okay. Okay, first of all, let's not forget to change our sound settings so we actually hear anything. Yesterday I was playing for like 5 hours before someone mentioned it. So that was a bit yikes. Hi, Vienna boy. Okay. Hi, Soap. Hi, Jixter. 10 days for the hype incoming. You mean like the PvE announcements? Yeah, it's gonna be hype for sure. And we might actually get the D4 announcements on the same day as well. So that will be funny. Okay, we were doing T4s or something right now. Let's try this. How do I divide into to play both games? Realistically, I'll probably full-time D4 for a while. Until I have like that in a good shape. And some rank 1s secured. And all that stuff. And then probably PvE. But yeah. Like half-assing both is not the way, I think. I want to get rank 1 somewhere. Ah, fuck, I forgot to change my filter actually. I should check that out real quick. After this map, I guess. I still see like so much, like there's like quivers and I don't know, some other random bullshit. Get rid of that. Hi, Sato. Finally a non-LA build to watch. I mean, this is like my 6th non-LA build this league, I guess. All good, I guess. Where's the guy? Can't click on fucking shrine. Didn't they like supposedly make it easier to click shrines? It's kind of tough sometimes. Still. How much less curse effect is this? 30. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh! Tink. It's our first one actually. First map, first divine. That's how it works. How much rarity do we have, by the way? 33. Not great right now. Hi Robo Parcel. Tyler Fox on YouTube. I traded for Druid top counters, I can't wait for LA Druid. Yeah, I saw that too. And I certainly got a nerf lightning arrow. Right? Surely. It's a lot of life. They have pretty good boots actually. Double rest, energy shield recharge, life, mana, move speed. I mean, I won't beat those for a long time, I think. Even in the space. Copium. Yeah, I don't know. I think they can't really let something like the Roa and the lightning arrow stuff persist. But yeah, we'll see. LA did nothing wrong. I didn't make the rules. That's like a... Roa is life. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, let's say that LA is still OP and Della is still OP. The question is, would you play it again a second time? Hope Druid has a Roa form. Yeah, the secret third form is a Roa for sure, guys. So who here has played Lightning Arrow Deadeye this league and would do it again? Let's say they don't nerf it. Over, I don't know, something else, or a Druid, or whatever. Is it the fastest? Then yes. Fucking Zoomers, man. Night Train DLC soon. Yeah, I was thinking about me checking that out as well, actually. Be fun. But it's gonna be like, you know, exactly the prep week, right? Is it on the 4th? Yeah, so it's basically gonna be like just like, you know, the season prep and league prep. Yeah, it's kind of a problem with this build doing the rituals. It feels like the rituals are very slow. If I compare this to like the Lich, I remember on Lich this was giga fast, man, because the contagion was just like spreading to like new spawns all the time. And here it's like the opposite. I have to like wait for the cooldowns, and then as one guy lives, stuff. And these rituals are actually gigas fucking slow, man. Crazy. Look how long I am in this thing. I guess you just don't farm rituals with this. But you kind of want to do all the league mechanics, right? There's not really... It's not like PoE in one way, just like skip certain mechanics. You kind of do them all. You put 800 hours in the Night Rain, holy. That looked kind of fun, but I actually didn't get to play it yet. What brings Chronomancer to the build? Lots of swag. I mean, the main thing is that you have a 33% chance to not have skills go on cooldown, since this is like a very cooldown based setup. And we have the double curse with this like Giga Chronomancer curse, which is very good. But this is only for the bosses basically, and only for long boss fights really. So I guess at some point, I don't know what the fuck we'll do, but we'll figure it out. And it's just a giga safe, I guess, as a Chronomancer. Because when I have to overlap, I'll have the 20% slow on top of all the freezing and chilling. So that's gonna be kinda interesting, yeah. What do we do here? Where are we going actually? We have this. Got all this. I think I kind of finished with what I was going for earlier, so I just take the ES. We have 2.4k ES, so it's not bad. Anyway, is my camera in the right place? No, it's not. Okay. Oops. Well, the infusion is good, but it's not fun to play around it. Yeah, I almost started Stalk with infusions actually, because when I played it at Gamescom before the leak, it was super cool and super strong and everything. But I think they nerfed it from the Gamescom thing to live because I only heard bad things about it. Now I tried it a little bit, and I mean, it seems fine, but the problem is that, you know, in late game, you don't really want to play around infusions all the time like this, right? You want to kind of like automate the stuff for the most part, and okay, there's like ways to like not consume infusion, get multiple infusion, and these kind of things, and then you're kind of getting to the point with like full investment where you don't really think about it too much. But it definitely takes a bit to get there, I guess. And then you still have this problem that sometimes you just don't have the infusion, or you have to wait. So it's like not as smooth as like other builds where you consistently have the similar damage output. Here you have these gigantic spikes, I guess, when infusion is up and when infusion is down. Wait a minute. Does this even work? This has invocation, but nothing else has invocation. There's no invocation tag or anything. I need to check this again. Wait, is it something else entirely, actually? We have a skill. Yes. Oh, so this doesn't even do anything. So now this explains a few things. What is that? Barrier invocation and Reaper invocation and elemental invocation. When you freeze. Okay, so it's this one. I should try this one, though, but it needs a lot of decks actually. Fuck. What does the level scaling do in this thing? It's a level 8 skill. I'll check what the lower level version would do. I'm hoping Firestorm will be a thing. I mean, what's the problem with it right now? I mean, you also haven't seen the third Ascendancy for Sorcat, right? So this might be like a fire thing or so, I guess. It's because it's bugged, it doesn't apply ailments. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an issue. I guess if you rely on like igniting with it at least. But I mean, if you do like a direct or like a crit build or something, then I guess you don't really care about the aiming part. Guess I don't know what to do with my points now. We were here actually. So it's a faster start, and then we can do 70% increased energy from Shackled Helm. It's probably not even worth it. This is kinda nice though. I hope they do something about these visual rare items and magic items. Like they're all so shit every time. There should be like a third of them, and they should be good, I think. That would be nice. It's like this, and this, this, this. Can we take an alchemy? Not really such a huge deal, but I mean... 5 left. Pog. Wait, where's my curses? What? You can damage him, but he can't curse him while he's in his starting animation. What the fuck? Oh, I did a mistake. I recursed him with the Chronomancer curse. So now an instant question, is he gonna die? Because I recursed him when he was like 40% or something. So if it like refreshes the entire thing, and not just the duration... Oh yeah, look, it actually didn't work. Okay, so I have to make sure that he don't recast the curse, because else you're fucked. Like he should have easily died there. My curse does, I think, like 27% that's that, of the damage I did to him. So I need to bring into like around 20%, and then he should die. But that is not what happened here. It looked more like it just took the value from when I refreshed at 40% roughly.
What is it? These are our supplies.
That's the wrong base, I guess I can still try.
A useful trade.
Do we keep this? I don't know. I like that. 0.3 blood for HVS, that was like 10 times stronger than Sork. What are people actually playing with Blood Mage? I got a Divine. How many Divines do we have here? 7 now. Okay, so what's this Elemental Invocation? I wanted to check. Do we have a low-level gem? There's one. So Elemental Invocation needs 28 dex, that's affordable. And it has all the same stuff, just 21% increased energy gained. So that's acceptable, I guess. And here's 42% energy gained. Quality makes it extra maximum. Wait. Why is that Doctor Spells consuming the quality as well? Kind of weird, but okay. Gain 10 per power of enemies you freeze. So this means I get 100 energy when I freeze a boss. And right now... Wait, what the fuck is the difference between those two? Cast and this looks like it's almost the same. Gains energy when you freeze, shock or ignite. Gains energy when you freeze, shock or ignite, and triggers target spells. Ah, okay, so the difference is that one is automatic and the other one is on cast. That's actually kind of nice. I think I probably want the like timed one. And they actually get the same energy. And I can store it up for a big burst. Nice sanitizer. So I need another button for this. That is like the main issue I have, I guess. I mean, I don't really look at my cooldown from Snap. I can probably put it somewhere. Did I put quality on this? I did. Let's see the difference if I got level 11 gem, for example. 41 dex, 30 energy. 28 dex, 21 energy. Okay, so it's like 0.7% more energy gain per dex, basically. I don't really want dex for almost anything, really. I have to have like one green gem here. There might be a few more, but you can only carry 6. So I think we're good on that. So let's assume our dex does not go up. Do we have a level 9? How about that? That works. The question is, where's my dex coming from? We do have this. We also have 187 int here, and that's probably gonna go up. How much do you have on gear? Nothing. Here's strength. Do care mildly about it. There's also a bit of strength. Here's int. Nothing. Okay, we don't really have a lot of the attributes. I think one good attribute roll, potentially 0 attribute rolls, will probably do it once you're higher level. If you stick with the full ES route. So I think I'm gonna try this. Now, how do we track this? I guess I can put it here. And then we can see it here, I guess, how many we have. And now we can also put more these are 15 convalescence. It's actually kind of wild as a Chronomancer. You can just do like double convalescence with like longer duration and whatever. They can make this thing like last, I don't know, 8 seconds, cast it twice in a row. Maybe more. That is actually kind of wild. Let's put a clarity or something. I think clarity is fine. Is there anything else we can put? Oh yeah, we can do this stuff actually. Plus 0.5 to buff duration, that's kind of nice. We have enough gem cutters. I'll wait with GCP on the Invocation though, I want to see first. The recovery rate is kind of nice. Does the thing cost mana? No, but I can put efficiency on it. Weird. Rapid casting. That's basically it. Where do you put that? Problem is also I can't really track it. Okay, plan B, we do this. Like 3, 4. Okay, so this is gonna be here now. I'm just gonna go here. Or maybe we're gonna put the Invocation here. We try Commander Sense here and we have it there. Nothing else. Let's go up one. I love chill ground. Oh, map progress. I don't know why I thought PoE 2 new season was coming out on the 5th. Because that would make too much sense, I guess. After they said it's gonna be early December. And then like a few days later they say, oh guys, 12th by the way. I mean, that's kind of weird. Why did they say early December in the first place, when right after they just say, oh, it's gonna be the 12th? That is weird. Hi, Gris. Yeah, I have to change my support gem on my Meteor now, I guess. Okay, so this invocation stuff is kind of interesting, so I just kind of keep shooting it out slowly. And you can cast it without any animation, that's kind of strong actually. So I need to adjust my filter. There's only 2 Fridays in December to pick from. D4 is not on Fridays though, D4 is always on Tuesdays. But again, I mean, you know, 12th of December is not early December. That's my point, you know. They said early December, which would imply the 5th. But then they did mid-December. But yeah, either way, it's what it is now, so. Season 11 will be better season than Season 10. Well, Season 10 was the best season so far. But I do think Season 11 will be a lot better than that. PDR was pretty good. And yeah, with some of the stuff they talked about in interviews that's still coming and so on, it's gonna be great, I think. I have to get used to this, I have to press 3 for the curse. I keep pressing the wrong button. We got a brainers of Season 11 PTR. Yeah, people are always crying. But this doesn't mean that Season 11 will be bad. I think this is a huge upgrade. Where was I supposed to go? Everything is closed. What the fuck? we clear more? Alright, fuck it. Ah wait, this is powerful boss actually, right? We got a +1. You haven't created a barb in like 3 seasons now. Yeah, no one can blame you. I mean, okay, we had like the Earthquake barbs that were really strong early, Vessel of Hatred. And then we had Lunging Strikes since then, but... I mean, Lunging Strike has been pretty good. But, you know, nothing extraordinary or something. And it's also like basically just one build that dominates the entire class. Everything's kind of scuffed on barb. Do we YOLO? Close. 360 ES. I kind of like my resist on this thing. +5 to maximum energy shield. Crazy. We got a great Ajola. Okay, so I think so far we're gonna keep running with the elemental invocation here. Because we can profit from this keystone. Ah, it says cannot gain energy while triggering. Okay, so this is why. So basically there's like this 2-second window from proc to proc to proc, and in the meantime we can't get any. Definitely good for the bosses. This is what I care about for the most part, so I think I'm gonna keep this for now. I did want to change the support though, because we can't do Biting Frost anymore with this. Because only one of them will be buffed. Can you do Inevitable Critical? Apparently not. Maybe actually. Only skills that I use myself. Okay, I guess not. So what else can we do here? 35% chance to refund half of the energy cost. 80% increased maximum energy. That is a lot actually. So we can kind of just build up over the entire run and then use trigger like 10 of them in a row or something on the boss. It's not terrible. But it takes 20 seconds to trigger them all. Gain 45% increased energy. So that's also not terrible. Increase damage while on full energy shield. Oh, this is a Spirit Gem. I mean, gain 45% increase is not terrible, I think. Gain 10 energy per power of enemies you freeze. So this is 200 when I freeze a boss, which is 2 casts, or 4 with the keystone. And then I get increased, I get like 60% increase, 70% increase or something. So I would get like 340, it costs 50, so that's like 6 casts for 1 freeze. Not terrible. Gotta try the capacitor stuff. Another powerful boss. It's a fucking Sun Temple though. Mineshaft, okay. So 0.4 should launch this Friday, that would be perfect. I think there will be riots on the PoE1 blasters though. That is very early. Like essentially the like it was just 1 month in that case. Level 16 gems. I'm off in. Also, rest of my weekend. Ah, pretty fine. I've been like working on a bunch of stuff. PoE 2 coming after D4 launch is better for D4. I'm not sure. Because if PoE 2 comes after D4 launch, then I guess there's gonna be a ton of people that will move away from... Like in general, like the game that comes last is always the best of, I think. You know, launching later is always the play. Every time. Right? Because... Okay, you have the people that will play one of them no matter what. So you don't care about those. But there will be some people that will try one or the other, and then they will decide, okay, they don't like it enough to stick around when the other thing launches. So the other thing launches, and they will play that. And then, you know, if the other thing is good, they will stay. If the other thing is bad, they still have to make the decision to go back. And going back to something that you just had a break in, very often also doesn't happen. So basically launching later is always better. And this is how you best fuck with the other companies. You always launch after them. And we've seen this like with like, you know, last Epoch now 2 times. We've seen this like, in countless of times basically with other releases as well. If PoE 2 comes before, most PoE creators just skip. I mean, most big PoE creators just skip D4 anyway. So it just doesn't really matter at all, I think. Is the build good? I don't know, we're getting there slowly. But I don't expect it to be like doing any miracles anytime soon. Definitely going a bit like too high tiers for my gear right now. So that's for sure. I'm trying to like rush the tiers a little bit just to get a bit of like a better sense of difficulty. It's so weird that they do the elemental invocation, there's no animation, and it just like starts dropping meteors. I need to get used to that. Did I kill the guy? Apparently. There's only 2 D4 creators in the entire world. That's not true. I mean, I actually counted today. We have 20 people on the D4 Maxwell team. It's actually wild. Just the creators, you know? Not even the devs and all that. The boy don't have something like Chris, simple bow, simple dagger. Are they bugged? I know sometimes like there were some bugs with some transmogs disappearing or so. Not sure what's going on there. Ah, it shows the boss now. So is that still the case that after like only 200 monsters remaining, it just shows the boss, or how does that work? Yeah. Oh, interesting. You can knock down this tornado when you sprint for it. Really? Oh. Do people even play D4 at this point? Yeah, of course. I mean, I play like, I don't know, 300 to 500 hours every season. There are no bracers. Ah, that was perfect here. They had like 1% left after the crits expired. Okay. Okay, got a tier 6. More monster life and crit. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's just go there, I guess. Blue Goza, I don't know that map actually. I remember that as hand sanitizer, it's true. That did not work out. Okay, I mean, D4 has been consistently releasing, right? Actually, D4 has probably the most consistent schedule of all the RPGs, you know, it's always like 3 months or later. I think they have like only done like one season that was like 2 weeks delayed or something. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, we're at season 11 already, man. Look at that. That's crazy. Like, think back about Diablo 3 and how long it took to get to season 11. And, you know, like, what the game was like at that point. It's actually crazy how fast they're going with D4. I get plenty of seasons that were not even 3 months. This and the extra life is rough actually. I definitely need some upgrades here. Ouch, holy. 4 graders though, I mean. PoE also has a regular schedule now. It's just that, okay, sometimes they're like very early in the month, sometimes they're very late in the month or something. So at least you know the month. But yeah, LE is just like all over the place still. They just can't get it right with the schedule, it seems. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I don't really expect much in terms of like last Epoch recovering. It could be that it come out at the right time with like a big DLC again or so, but I mean, how many people would actually want to buy that now that, you know, we have all this like craft and stuff going on and so on. So we'll see, I guess. Ouch. I'm like giga stuck here from the fucking essence and all this abyss shenanigans. Oh my god, man. I'm stuck by my own shit. Let me through. How long do these ice walls last actually? What the hell? 10,000 life? 8 seconds, okay. Yeah, once you get used to this invocation stuff and like, you know, actually casting meteors, it's kind of interesting how that works. Oh, wait a minute, 22 cast space. Fire damage. What times have I run Act 4 times? 7 or 8 times, I think. I mean, that's my 6th character this league. And then I've done like 1 run speedrun practice for the Scissorin race. And I don't know, I think there was like some other character I did like half finish or something. I've done it a few times now. Craft seems to be messed up, yeah. Oh, it's second level up already. What are we doing here? Actually, I want to check how much this is. 2, 5, 2, 3. That's 40, yes. Yikes. We have to unspec that. Oh, we have this here.
Join, my beloved. You will join them.
Looking. Forgot I made that many tunes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've a hardcore monk. I think I have 4 or 5 characters on softcore, and now this one as well. She actually doesn't have a lot of life. But I guess it's like a pretty long phase here.
Can you resist the urge to look?
Yeah. I wonder if she takes the damage from the curse now. 39%. Nah, she's just immune. Fuck. Oh, she might have died actually.
The last thing you'll see.
Cool. Chronix of the raid. Holy. Wait a minute. I expected you to be blasting like all night or something. What is going on here? Thanks, alright. Welcome, guys. He got frozen. Just let the curse time out now and run. Oh shit, yes. Hey, the curse timed out. She's immune. Ah, goddammit. I didn't realize she has actually another phase where she can like, you know, fly around here. Interesting. My god. Okay. Let's give him a shout out. So how'd it go today, Chronix? You're blasting IRL. Holy muscle farming. Okay, I see. Well, good luck. gains, actually.
Collect more otherworldly remnants.
Of the 50s now, kind of insane. So what is the highest tier that exists right now? Chronix. Any tablets, actually. Number of monsters, text size of some Necrons printers. Highest is a 54. Damn. What's the plan for D4 and PoE2 releasing within 3 days of each other? Yeah, most likely stick to D4 for a while. Secure some rank 1s and stuff. Do all the builds and guys and whatever, and then we're probably gonna do like a lot of PoE in January or late December or so. So a lot of greater essence of battle. We could try something. Shit. This guy has like no life. What? Actually, I don't want the battle essence. I want the what is the other one called? Is that the sorcery one? What are the skill ranks? The Elara and Bogai got buffed like crazy, but they're playing like double Bogai or something, or what? Double Chaos Orb. Huge. D4 December. D3 December 5th, D4 December 9th, PoE2. Yeah, it's actually insane. I guess I will do a nice D3 session though. I'm probably gonna do like some, you know, world first race for 150. It's been a while since I played some Necro, so I'll be up for some Nova action. Maybe some very early pushing or something. Could be fun. I'm gonna be bored of all of November. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just blasting some PoE, so screw it. So does it still fire the meteors when there's no enemies, I wonder? Yes, actually, it just shoots them into nowhere. Sometimes it takes way too long, actually, to do it. Is this guy dead? I didn't see loot. No, apparently he is. Get some ES recharge. I think one thing that would make Chronomancer a lot more enticing is if they maybe very slightly nerfed this Chronomancer curse. What is that called? Inevitable Agony. And then make it just like expire when the target has taken enough damage to die. I think that would be kinda nice if it just like kills the target and you don't have to like wait for the timer. But I guess then it would be basically just the same as any other like random damage amp curse, right? So maybe there is like something special about how it works right now. And you can still Hex Blast the target if you want or some shit. So technically you can remove it when you want. If you have an extra slot, I have an extra slot right now, I could do it actually. I can just like put Hex Blast in there. Like Spell Echo. And remove both curses. Or Hex Blast Unleash actually. Actually I should just do that. I think that's not the worst idea. And then I can like remove the curse on demand. Gonna try that. We've been glancing so many indie incremental games. Interesting. Like what, for example, Sanitizer? So I did a huge mistake now. I pressed my meteor while he was getting frozen. Oh, it was not enough to kill him. Holy. Really? That doesn't make sense. He was so low. Or maybe it was not low enough. Hi, J-Rockets. Are we getting there?
Fine, fine.
You have 6 of these perfect sorcery. Okay. That's pretty good. We have tablets. %7 increased experience in the map. Goes up to 20. It's actually crazy. Is that like a way to search for like, you know, 10% or higher or something like that? Are the suffixes always league mechanic related? Not exactly, but kind of. Astro Prospector is a good example. Hi, Civil Surfer as well. Something extra spicy, and it's not very hot though. I wanted to remove one point here as well, I forgot. This was this. Yeah, it's a lot more, yes. And then we have this. And then it might take those 2 points. That's 28% for 2 points. That's pretty good. 14% each. This is 12% each. I mean, right now I don't have big problems with being stunned and frozen. I'll still need to ramp up my damage, so it's time to invest into crit at some point. It's also this. Actually, I think this one node here alone will probably solve all of my stat needs. So I can make sure I go like full res and rarity on my gear. And also the faster start of energy shield recharge can be nice. We have 2 of those. How fast is it right now? 2.4 seconds. It still feels kind of long with 2 pretty big rolls here. Oof. I want to do a Hex Blast. Okay, let's see it. We will upgrade our things. Anything else I can do with curses, actually? No, it's just this one, okay. So we put this on number 7. Boom. Detonator curse. Let me do unleash. Doesn't really show multiple animations, is that real? Like, this is obvious. We'll find out if it removes 2 or not. And I guess... what's the cost? 76 mana. Probably all we need. So you can basically have an execute like this. What is? How big are the balls now? 5,000 maximum life. Man, this life scaling is quite steep per level, but so far we still destroy them. This goes to level 76, so this is fine. Should I give Chronomancer some kind of infusion synergy with Stormweaver? Freeze your infusion targets for duration or something? I mean, you already have like this time freeze and some other stuff and slow and... like, I think utility is already good enough on the Chronomancer. That's all the stuff you can get. Wait! It doesn't remove the curse! What? My X-Blast is not working. Alright, let me see that again. Removing the curse can only detonate a curse for which at least half the duration has expired. Ah, shit. Okay, that was the problem, I guess. I forgot about that part. This is scuffed, man. So I have to time this. Hit more AoE. Okay, so I'm not sure this whole Hex Blast thing is like really such a move, but I guess it's like some kind of like very situational tool where, okay, I know the target will die now, and I know the curse has already been up 10 seconds, and I don't want to wait another 10 seconds. But yeah, I don't know. Needs to be like exactly the right length of combat, basically, for that to matter, right? Needs to be more than 10 seconds, but less than 20 seconds. Or more like, more than 10, less than 15, I guess, or something like that. Because my curse lasts like 20 seconds. Whistle that's. It's weird being a caster but not having as much synergy with the caster mechanics. Like what? I mean, Blood Mage is supposed to be like a pretty like versatile caster, right? Just like the idea of spending life and so on. And I guess, you know, if something like Blood Mage turns out to be like a very strong archetype, it can just like work with basically any skill, right? Especially those that have like very low base crit chance, because you get like the Skiga base crit chance on Blood Mage. So especially like not cold builds, but everything besides cold has like pretty low crit chance most of the time, I think. Wait. I think detonating the curse with Hex Blast does not actually deal the damage with the curse. It looked like it took like no damage. Oh no. Let's try it again. Shit, he's not actually cursed. Oh my god, this Hex Blast doesn't even work. For real. Let's try this again. No, it doesn't work. You can't actually explode the curse of Hex Blast and get the damage. That's crazy. So I have like no control of it. That is really bad. That's again on this guy. Shit, he died. Chest is not opening yet. But not sure from what. Something is keeping the chest open. Okay. I could try something like that, Shanja. Yeah. Again, at least like for my standard games, right? Oh. What is going on here? Okay, it's the game, it seems. Nice. Ah, not again. Chronomancer too strong. Ouch. Found the boss apparently.
Let me teach you the power of the Eternals, Marrakesh fiend. Conquer!
Looks like I don't lose any HP or mana all 100% now. I mean, this is a cold build, you know, I just freeze everything all the time.
Quickly.
But as a payoff, I go pretty slow. 22 rarity. I mean, you know, at this point I also know how to build defenses properly, right? So that makes it easier.
Hope Zest now lies dormant.
I'm still like very low tiers and stuff. We're trying to progress. 11 all, 20 dex. 22 rarity and mana. Slam it. Actually, how many jewelry desecrations do we have? Weapon or jewelry desecration will guarantee. Yeah, this is probably not what I want. This is for a jewel. We have 1. Ah, this is an ancient one. We have 5. Okay. Do you want this anyway? We're gonna save it at least. I'd really like to try the wanted offhand. How many heavy belts do we have, guys? Do we YOLO a bit? One of them is blue. Nice.
Let us hope Zest now lies dormant.
Okay, Spiderwoods have +1 level. It says crit ignited ground. Ignited ground is gonna be very fun. That's not too bad actually. Crafting good focus on one of the easiest things. Yeah, I mean, basically just want cast speed, and then I don't know, some spell damage and cold damage on prefix, and then just slam the fucking essence, and that's it. And then who knows, maybe some res or maybe some ES or something. Can it be crit on focus as well? Or is it only the weapons? You can have crit, okay. That's good then. So I guess it's like one of the main rolls you have to try to hit.
Not yet.
Current ultimatum. We soon actually getting to a point where we can get like level 75 and get overlap.
Reckon. Where? Try and keep up. Don't lose sight of it.
Keep a reverse Chronomancer at me. You're about to start up, what should it be? You mean like you're playing PoE 2 for the first time? I'd say just like explore the game and like don't really worry about which class you chose. There's like so much stuff to like just like, you know, explore and like, you know, try out for the first time and so on. And it's obviously like better and worse builds and whatever, but I think the discovery is the fun part really. Very Huntress. Okay, maybe not that. I mean, if you can tell me like a little bit what sort of archetype you're looking for, if you're going to be a caster or melee or whatever, then you can actually talk a bit about more some specifics. It's hard to just give like some general suggestion. I'm looking forward to AN too. I saw some people already playing it like the Asian server or something, right? I mean, I generally like MMOs, but I don't think I would really take MMOs very seriously these days, as I did with like WoW, for example, or so, because you know, they have like a pretty huge time commitment usually, and also not just that, but a regular time commitment. You know, there's like weeklies, dailies, and whatever, these kind of things that I usually do in these games. And this is something that just clashes very hard with you know, RPG schedules where you blast non-stop and then not at all. So I can't really combine those two things. But maybe I'll try it out for a bit or something. But I feel like before I really dive into something like Aeon, I would probably just go back to WoW or so. Also, Aeon is like a huge pay-to-win game, I think. Like Aeon 1 certainly was. And I guess Aeon 2 will be again. So I don't really have that high hopes for that.
I can't do that yet.
Maybe on launch or whatever, I'll try it, we'll see. Maybe I get lucky with some sponsored streams, so in that case I would certainly do it. Oh, this guy's proximal. I'm gonna level up. Huge one actually. 300 yes, almost. Every Blizzard game is dead, even Call of Duty is dead. I don't know, I mean they're still pumping out a new Call of Duty every year now. I don't really know like how many people are playing that and stuff, but I thought it was a pretty successful franchise. When one flop compared to recent titles. Okay. Yeah, I mean they did like this weird. Like I saw some clips and stuff. Wait, was it a Call of Duty game? Yeah, it was Call of Duty, right?
You there.
Like with the fucking like gigantic bosses and bullshit. Like what the fuck is going on? VOD 7 is red deep, mostly negative on Steam, AI slop game. Like where's the AI in there? What did it do?
I need more time. Give the order. Not yet.
It's so many artifacts. But it's a random expedition. How much better is the sigil of power? 7.5, 4 stages, 13%. 10.8, 4, 12. So it barely goes up, but we have an extra socket at least. 2 extra sockets actually. Story is seriously one of the worst you've ever seen in any game. Holy. Okay. So what's the story? I accept spoilers.
Find more priest remnants for my research.
What's the cooldown on this thing? 10 seconds. The stuff gives you Unleash. Yeah, but I tried it actually, and when you already have Unleash socketed, it actually doesn't interact. It just like takes the stuff Unleash first and then the other Unleash. And something like Frostwall Unleash would probably not work well because it just like overrides each other. So there's not really anything I can Unleash here. Frost darts, I guess, but... Does it think cost mana? No. Oh, we can't do the area anymore. Okay. You can put overabundance, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's just like less effect duration. Okay. Cooldown recovery. Can there be multiple of these?
Not yet.
Oh. Interesting.
Not yet.
Now I have to wait for the 33% chance to not get the cooldown. I want to see if both of them actually get upgraded, just out of curiosity. Yeah, so it seems to work. But I don't think this really helps us with anything. One of them is enough. Second wind, twice as many users, I don't know. Mobility, efficiency, doesn't matter. It's kind of weird that you can put slow potency on like every fucking skill. Like, where's the slow here? Anyway.
Beware, though.
Here are 7 maps apparently. Oh, can we find a fractured orb here? Nope. Never lucky. I'm Rita. Divine drop in the loot island in Act 4, nice. Would you like use it with comment to drop more comments? Ah, so Unleash comment. Yeah, that seems kind of nice if you want to like self-cast it. Since like such a slow skill, like Unleash makes a lot of sense there. Armor feels pretty good now. Yeah, I think Armor is pretty good. I already expected it when they launched the league for Armor to be pretty good, and yeah, it turns out that was actually true. Because you don't really care that much about chaos damage. As long as you have like 75 chaos rares, you're chilling. And then you have like really good protection against everything, because you get fist reduction, you get elemental reduction, you're life based, so you have very good recovery options. You know, like, you know, ES for example, yeah, I can get a lot of ES, but how do you recover your ES, right? There's Ghost Shrouds and Convalescence and, oh, the end. So, life can do so many things. Physical builds can leech, you have regen, you have flasks. I really like playing life builds a lot more, I gotta say. I'm gonna finish these. Look, he's casting comment on like nowhere, man. What the fuck? There was like a target I was fighting, but the comment just got invented in nowhere. It's odd. Not sure exactly how this is supposed to work. I'm actually slowly ramping up our damage here. Seems kind of nice. Blasting for those tier 7s. Don't understand why I don't have any life nodes on the tree. Well, I mean, the reasoning is sound. And they've kind of maneuvered most life-based builds into a spot where they're actually pretty decent, I guess, with defenses. They just need to like fix deflection a little bit and so on, and I think it's gonna be okay. And nerf energy shit a little bit, maybe. But yeah, I mean, the reason is that you have to get here the survivability from your gear, and there's a certain limit of how much you can get, right? If you allow people like to stack too much defenses, then the game can become very trivial very fast, and we see this with like energy shield builds. Well, you have exactly that problem, basically. And since like the entire game is based around this, like, you know, tactical combat, and just don't get hit forehead and so on, it kind of makes sense that they're trying to do something like that, I think. And they could still put some life nodes on a tree, like in the Marauder area, for example. It wouldn't hurt. And it would be like a, you know, significant opportunity cost for like non-attack builds to path over there and grab those nodes. Ruby Charm. Grants maximum rage. Beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, if life nodes existed and they were more than, okay, 3% is a notable. Yeah, we probably have some balancing issue. Oh, I recast my Photo Curse. Bad idea.
A rare treasure.
Can't do a TP here. We got life nodes of mind over matter. And not really. There's not a lot of like extra mana either on the tree, right? It's just like mana regen usually. Yeah, mana regen. Mana regen. It's all mana regen. It's kind of the same story. Wait a minute. This is a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere. What? It's just a dead end. I did not see that. What the fuck? It doesn't go there, it doesn't go to the tower. Okay. Mind over matter doesn't help with aim and stun threshold. Yeah, okay, but I mean, that is not a problem.
Got you! Didn't break a sweat.
Now we have even more pops with the chaos. Ah, so these are the grinded ground patches here. They nerfed them, right? I guess all the ground things were nerfed. It seems actually crazy how there's so little now. Can I very easily just go around it. Should increase the values on gear by 30% and completely remove ES, dodge, and armor from the skill tree. And 30% is insane. For ES maybe, if they remove ES nodes. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest, if they did something like this at least. Wait, where did all my comets go? What the fuck? I had 6 of them stacked up and only one came down. Where's the rest? What the fuck? Not at all. Do we take this? I mean, at some point we have so much ES that this, like, we actually need less and less of this, right? The more ES we have. We could take the small nodes, I guess. Could also take this, but I guess same story. Still wonder if I should take this here, 30% chance of shock. I've not really noticed shocks very much so far with my 20% extra lightning. It's the only extra I have, I think, besides... Okay, so we have 35 extra, I guess. More total output, 20 years lightning. Is it slowly crit time? I think I'm not gonna go crit until like at least level 90, so... CS time. I guess helmet node is pretty good. Yeah, not with this one. This thing has 70 ES. It does almost nothing. But I guess I will probably replace this at some point when I get like a really big helm, but yeah. Crafting a helm that beats this would probably take me at least to level 95. Maybe with this node it can be earlier. It's a pretty big node, I guess. 70% increase any shift from a. So is that the total value of my helm multiplied by all my ES increases plus the 70%? Or is that the total value of my helm divided by the increases on the helm times the increases on the helm plus 70? How does it even calculate? It's fucking tanky. God. Fucking chill everywhere. Why is he so tanky? That's ridiculous. What happened? Is he powerful, boss? If he drops a T8, I guess. How much does a powerful boss actually add in HP? Does anyone know that?
Let us hope Zesh now lies dormant.
What? Okay, so first we have this dead end here, and now I can't even go there. What the hell? But I can go to the vault. Oh, wait. So this tower is actually a dead end in itself. So this is a dead end, and the tower is a dead end. I have to go down here to get to the tower. That's kind of funny. What the fuck is going on? That is weird. Well. Classic. 200 ES approx 200 ES hell approximately outshine, so you need that hell out. Okay, interesting. 200 is very easy. Yeah, so if there's actually like a 70% multiplier to my helm, then this would be pretty good, but I'm not sure exactly how this node is calculated. Yeah, Illuminated Crown. I mean, this thing has 70, and if I remember correctly, this node gave me roughly maybe a third of the value of a 15% ES node right now. So if I triple it, so like roughly 200 ES helm, it will make it the same as a small ES node, but it will certainly make it less than my current helm, right, if I take this off. This thing is fucking 1100 ES right now.
I can't.
I don't think at 200 ES I can beat this. But okay, we'll see. Yeah, I'm shocked I haven't fixed the Atlas bar thing. But that seems like a very difficult thing to fix. So... yeah, that's the other increases of ES. Yeah, so I was wondering, like, does that 70% from this node, does that add to the global increases to ES? Or does that add to the increases on the helm? Or how does that add to anything? Okay, so it's actually a 70% multi. Is that what I was saying? I mean, if that is true, then this is pretty big. I think I never used that node. I did like a monk that was like ES evasion, but I wasn't here. I did a lich which was ES, but the lich was also running Aziris, because it's lich, and Aziris is OP. And so, I don't know how this node even works. Yeah, one thing kind of sucks about this whole combat stuff, it's just like, it shoots them all in the same spot, even when there's other enemies. I wonder if it attaches to enemies at least, so if I have like a moving boss, does it at least follow the boss?
Not yet.
Right, I'd rather carry key. Probably. Oh. Omen proc. Interesting. What if I run really far away from the spot where my comments were? It still just keeps casting them, even if I go completely off screen, in the same spot. That's so weird. Like getting a few more iron runes in your head. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to know. If there's like 3 iron runes, then this node is at some point probably not even like bigger than just a small 15% ES node somewhere. Unless your chest piece doesn't give you a lot of ES. Sometimes end up a biggest ES item if you run ES and have Spirit on chest. Yeah, okay, true. And I mean, in Trade League especially, you can definitely get to the point where you're tanky enough with just like a really big helm and a bit of minor stuff besides that. Or like a chest that is like close to the helm. And then kind of like nothing on the other pieces. If you have like, I don't know, 1000 base energy shield, and then like, you know, 400% increase, that's 5k, right? So that's more than you need, really. Especially if a bit of like evasion with it or something.
Detonation time.
I can't do that yet.
Hi, Upo. It's been a while. Oh, soon 80 actually, then we can wear pretty much most of the gear. So I think we're going to like fast forward a little bit then. And then we're going to do the Uber Ascendancy. And we'll see. I also have a bunch of like Untainted Paradises, so I might just like load up some T15s and go Untainted Paradises and we'll see. Once I have some better gear. You better get a 500 ES helm before level 90. I don't think I've ever had a 500 ES helm, to be honest. And I've tried. I don't even remember 400. Maybe I had a 400 at some point, but
Not yet.
I guess I can check my monk on hardcore Zeph. I'm level 96, and I have the node for the big ES helm plus getting evasion. So we can check what I got there. Maybe Grounded would get a deserved buff. Ah, that wouldn't hurt. I wonder if they're gonna introduce divination cards in 0.4 already, or that's gonna be later. We don't have divination cards yet, that will also be a relatively big boon to SSF, I suppose. What's the use of playing SSF? Enjoying the video game. Okay, and pop. Nice. ZF needs Ritual buff. I mean, Ritual is actually really OP already. You get all the omens there and stuff, and they really buffed how many omens you get and so on. But the loot in the Rituals is really shit. So I'd like to see that being improved. Like, there's way too many items in there, and you don't really care about any of them. I think they should, like, you know, make it like minus 80% items, but make them all like, you know, I don't know, T3 plus rares or something. That would probably make it much more interesting. Yeah, we'll check out that final Valkyrie key, I guess. I wonder if you're ever gonna get this key to this vault here. Where's home? god. Yeah. A piece of loot.
Worth hiding.
I mean, I hate domination cards as well, but they are coming. So, I mean, the later the better, I guess, in that case, but I just wonder if they're gonna introduce them now. Because they have to be in the game by 1.0. So, you get Avengers.
This has a history of its own.
Fuck. Do we divine it? 20 spirit, big life, big rarity. Damn. The rest though. If one of them was flipped, that would be very good Venters. Do I want to run this actually? I can't really afford a minus 38 fire. Not if you want it. What are divination cards? Yeah, you basically find connectable sets that you turn in at an NPC to then get a specific item depending on what set you turned in. And those can be distributed in, you know, different maps, and, you know, this map drops this one, this time drops that one. So it introduces a bit of like target farming in that sense. But it's a very shitty system overall. Like, it solves an SSF issue, but besides that, it's mostly just annoying. So if I do this and a tower, I still can't get to the fucking vault, right? Actually, I can get to the vault already when I find the key. Question is, will I find the key? I don't know. Let's go. T8.
Select more otherworldly remnants.
Does the foil do anything with the item? Nah, it just looks fancy and has a different flavor text. By leveling, usually don't do much with like weapon set skill points. Usually after campaigns, the time when you have like all the points and then you set up your weapon sets. At least this is how I approach it most of the time. Like while leveling, I don't really fiddle with that stuff. You don't have to. Because okay, you might happen to get into a spot where you could already pick up some things. Like, you know, for example, here weapon set 2 is usually something for like debuffs or buffing or something like that. Like here we have curse nodes that I have on weapon set 2, and here's more curse nodes. So basically after I finished campaign, I just respec like 20 points, and then I did like weapon set 1, respec everything I just removed, and then weapon set 2, I put all these curse nodes, the end. And like a lot of builds do something similar like that, basically. Perfect Essence, the first one. Bonk. I like the wrong one though. Actually, Greater Essence of Haste, did it change? It did. I mean, if you happen to be pathing right past something you know you want to put into weapon set 2, you can also put the weapon set stuff earlier, right? So that's definitely an option. Like, you know, like if I path along here anyway, and then I have like, okay, weapon set 2, and it's gonna pick up these curse nodes here because, well, I'm already cursing stuff in Act 2 or something, or Act 3, then yeah, sure, right? But yeah, most of the time it doesn't really matter. I hope that they're gonna introduce something that really encourages multi-weapon setups, you know, not just this like, oh, weapon set 2 gives me like some bigger curse, or something like that, or like some big shock. Like, it's basically just curses and shocks. It's like the only reasons why I have used weapon set 2 at all on any of my builds so far. And I really want to see more actual like multi-weapon stuff. And when I design my own unique, I will definitely make sure that it's going to be for that. I'm not sure exactly yet what it should do, but yeah, I definitely want to introduce something like this. Like my original idea is actually obsolete now because it was about the weapon source speed, but now they just removed that. So now I have to find something else that makes this possible without stepping on their toes. Put keystones on weapon sets. Yeah, this would be kind of like too game breaking, I guess. This can definitely get out of control really fast. At the very least, I should announce the path with jewel slots though. I'm not sure what's the problem with that. Because that is like definitely one of the big downsides when you do weapon sets. What are the top 3 things I would like to see implemented in D4? Well, I mean, like Atlas Passivary is definitely number 1. At least that's what I told them like 1.5 years ago, when they asked me about that. And then besides that, I guess it's slowly time for loot filter. I actually want to make a video about, you know, what loot filter could or should look like. I have like something prepared. And then I don't know what would be number 3 actually. I would be happy with just like some sort of like progression, redesign. Like they talked about like adding more torments. And I hope they're gonna do that well with like what I described in my latest video. That will all make it like a whole fresh game. How does SSF feel for a casual player? Well, if you are okay with not completing the game, it's very fun. I have only played SSF in this game so far, and I don't really see myself enjoying trade when I try, if I try. That D4 has more than 2 deaths working for season content. I'm not sure how big is the season team exactly. I mean, it's certainly not a very large team because almost everyone is working on the expansion and stuff like that, right? But I guess they also kind of like have people like kind of like, you know, being pulled in. Like it's not just, okay, this is like the season team, but there's also, you know, the graphics guys, the sound guys, and so on. Like they're just working for everyone, right? So they're probably gonna get pulled in whenever they're necessary, basically. Or definitely needs more depth in regard to the skill tree. Boy, do I have good news for you. This is exactly something they're gonna do. You have a problem that FOMO kicks in when you go trade 100 divines per hour. Yeah, this is why I should play as Zeph. Like, I just throw fucking 7 divines on a jewel, because I can.
A touch of luck.
This current league, I'm able to put the entire risk of the high risk, high reward minigame on a single weapon set. I'm not sure what I mean. Are we for the Undying Hate Jewel Radius? what is that? I'm not sure what you're talking about. CDS. Yeah, true. Actually, in X 0.1 on my warrior, I did like a Hammer of the Gods, weapon set 2, bleed setup with dual wield. I remember. So this was actually one of the builds where I didn't do like a weapon swap to like just support. Map overlay. Yeah, I rather hope that they're gonna like, slow down the game enough that we don't care about the overlay. Like, you know, back in like the early seasons, like I don't think I was looking at the map that much as I do now. The faster the game becomes, the more important is the map overlay, but the slower the game is, the less you have to look at the map. And I don't mind that they're trying to make a game that doesn't require map overlay, as long as they actually make the game work with that idea. But right now it doesn't. Dude, when was the last time I picked up a focus? Spell thing I want. Okay, let's do it. Not terrible. Oh! Oh! It's happening. Okay, what next? I'm not sure if I should just YOLO this with a Great Regal or something. Any Cosmic Gems? Yeah, hi Cosmic. Yeah, I think I might have added like a song or two. E1 mana and +4 to all call. That's actually even better than the essence, right? Okay. So can we do anything with essences? Yeah. Is there cast speed? There's spell damage, so we could use this essence, for example. 89%. Here's cast speed, okay, but do we care about cast speed that much? And they're good for clear, bad for boss, basically. And I guess the chances of getting spell damage slammed are pretty high, while the chances of getting cast speed slammed are not that crazy. Right, so maybe I should use cast speed and just be done with it. It's only 50% crit. Oh, interesting, this adds flat crit to martial weapons. I think it's a cast speed angle, actually. Will I play Druid first in 0.4? Likely. Yeah, I agree with that, CDS. Undying Hate is a unique timeless shooter that draws on Chronomancer and works into Heroic Tragedy. Change notes within radius. Ah, okay, I have not looked at that at all, actually, I think. So now... Yeah, okay, maybe you can do some crazy stuff with that, but I mean, this is something that we'll never get anyway in SF, so it doesn't matter much for me. You can homogenize slam afterwards. Yeah, okay, what do we homogenize slam? I mean, there's a mana node here, and I think there's like a spell damage mana hybrid stat, right? So we kind of want to avoid that one, actually. So homogenizing. Do I really want to homogenize slam this on a fucking 74? I mean, it's a +4, I guess. How many homogenize do I have? I have 2. Yeah, I don't think so. Double force suffix slam. Yeah, but if I use cast speed as suffix, this thing already has a suffix, and cast speed is another suffix. There's only one suffix left then. What are you talking about? One cringe shot's more than cast speed. Four suffix easy. Yeah, if you use homogenizing, it can also homogenize the mana. And then we're kind of fucked, right? We don't want that. There's also mana on per enemy killed. So we can definitely not do homogenizing. The question is, do I just put cast speed now? I mean, I have to improve this thing at some point anyway. This is fucking level 74. So realistically, I will get a way better one at some point. So I think it's going to cast speed. And then double greater exalt and hope for the best. I think that might be the way here. And then we might desecrate the last part. Oh, I actually have to check the desecrated mods maybe. Fuck. What could the command be? Need to find my commands. Mix OPV2DB. Okay, normalize prefix for guaranteed spell damage. You mean with cast speed? It's like caster mod and then spell damage is caster mod or what? This is mana, damage, caster. This is also caster. This is damage, elemental, cold. Mana, caster, crit. Where's the crit? It's only for spells, okay. Yeah, I could do the spell damage, which is how much? It's 89%, it's quite a lot. That's what I have on my stuff right now, actually. Okay, it's a tier 5. Okay, now if you find this here, desecrated. How can we sort this by type? Okay, Amanamu here has spell damage. There's elemental damage as well. Spell damage and spells that cost life, that would be a disaster, I guess. Ulaman has damage as extra physical, that's also kind of crappy. Okay, so interestingly, there's no Kulemark modifier. There's only Amanamu and Ulaman, and they all kind of suck. Besides this one is good. So you can try to force Amanamu, and we have a 1 in 3 chance to hit the elemental, I guess. Where this one is also an okay outcome, and this one is kinda eh. What is this? 7%. I think I had this on my Lich actually. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use a homogenizing on him. I only have 2, and realistically I'm probably not gonna get any other. For such a low eye level thing. Let's see, spell damage. Okay, there's only 1 more tier. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Cold. Cold also has only 1 more tier. So maybe it's fine. Maybe I'll try. What about the extra? There's also 1 more tier, but it's a small increase. Okay, 74 is actually okay, I guess. Because realistically, we're never gonna hit the tier ones. Okay. It's 70 is like the big breakpoint. Yeah, so non-essence goes all the way up to 119. Essence is 89. Actually, this one here. Also 119. So Essence is a tier 3 mod. It's pretty good. And the thing is, there's like way fewer prefixes. Is there like any way for me to get cold? Yeah, actually, I do have a cold to all cold spells, right? We already have a cold tag, so if we do homogenizing, there's like a relatively decent chance to hit a cold. Or this year would also be nice. Is there any way I can fix my prefixes to get cold? Because if I hit like my essence with spell damage, sure, but then I have another prefix, and then I get like fucking fire, I'm fucked, right? So I need to avoid that, but I don't think I can. What is attack damage? Elemental fire. So this is damage. Caster. Yeah, the main problem is the mana, I guess. Because I have the mana modifier, I might hit mana regen, mana on kill. Oh god. You can't get fire if cold. Ah, that's exclusive? Okay. Wait, does it force the cold then, when there's one of these? Actually never paid attention to that. Here's the hybrid mod. You can still get the gain as random shit though.
Goodbye.
The elemental on cold skills fucks you. Because there's elemental here. There's no elemental tank here though, is there? There is actually, okay. But as long as I have cold spell levels, I cannot get fire damage. That is what he's saying. Just desecrate after essence. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do cast. I'm gonna do cast speed, YOLO, greater exalt slam, and then the last step we're gonna desecrate. I think this is what we are gonna do now. YOLO. Crit and extra cold. Oh shit. Okay. Do we have like a high level one of this? Maximum item level. No, I only have one ancient collarbone. Really? Did I use them, I wonder? Not bricked yet, but it's about to. And this thing currently has no increases. I have like almost 200% increased here, so I need to hit something. I need to hit cold or spell damage, basically. That's all of crit actually, 55. Do we want to use anything else here? We said we might want to force Amanamu. Do we do Amanamu? What else do I have? Kulimak. I guess Kulimak will just not work or something, right? That's an imitation. Oh, no, maybe not Kulimak, the other guy. Korgal. Korgal does not exist. There's Ulaman, Korgal, Amanamu. And Korgal just does not exist. And Ulaman we want to avoid. So I think I'll do that. Echo is worth it. I'm not sure if we even have Echo. Do I have an Echo? I have one. No, thanks. Although... will I use this thing forever? The problem is I don't even know if I want to use Spellsinger. That's the main issue I have right now. And it's level 16, does it matter? I guess it does not matter. Actually, it might not give me 6 sockets, right? I'm not sure how that works. But it has to do with item level, I suppose. Yeah, Spellsinger has only 5 sockets. So that alone is already kinda yikes. So I think we're not gonna do Echo. This is probably gonna be a waste. YOLO. Alright. GG. It's actually pretty good. Now this mana could be a bit of damage, but I'll take it. Okay, and I don't have an offhand. The thing is, this thing probably beats my stuff already, right? Right? This is just better than my stuff. Maybe? Yeah, it's just more damage than stuff. It's fine. We don't need an offhand, guys. Okay, let's see what I have. Any focus in chat. Cast speed, here's the S, cold damage. Okay, this thing has T11 mana, by the way. This thing's level 80. Pretty promising. So I can wait until then. And then we can like YOLO a little bit maybe on this thing. This is item level 58, by the way. Like Act 5. Or Act 4. Act 5. Do I just like slam it and wait until level 80? Fuck it. Okay. This is also 58. 65. Yeah, I mean, this is what I found on this character here, you know? So, that's what I got. Okay, now we can do sockets. Ding, ding. Does this... wait. Does this count as a armor or as a weapon? Let's find out. It's actually armor. Okay. Slam it to the essence. Dude, I'm not gonna put a fucking essence on this shit, man. What? Let's try this out here. 140 cold dress. We're definitely an ice mage here, only. Okay, this thing can go into my Act 4 leveling tab, actually. Nice. Which is remove only, unfortunate. Val or no balls. Yeah, I don't want to Val my main weapon right now that I have no replacement for. I mean, this thing I can Val. Sure. Great. Oh look, I got better. It replaced 3 stats with actually useful things. Nice. Okay. I got lightning rest and faster start of energy shield recharge. Good. I lost cast speed. Yeah, cast speed is not that relevant, that's fine. Oh, can I still destroy the walls now? Looks like we can. Okay, not all of them sometimes though. But it seems pretty consistent, okay. Okay, so what the fuck do we do with Spell Singer now? What does this even do? How does it even work? Why is it disabled? Gains energy when you cast spells. Using Invocation once... Oh my god, we have another Invocation now. Can trigger them multiple times if it has enough energy. So what happens with like cooldown skills? Wait, do we just put another comet in there? Or what? Yeah, we're running out of buttons. So... we can remove Hex Blast first of all. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so... The problem is I can't really put it anywhere where I can monitor it. Unless I put Frost Darts on another slot. Because I want to monitor the Frost Bomb. Or maybe the Frost Bomb is not that important to monitor. So maybe I can put the Frost Bomb here. And then I can put the Spell Singer here. What the fuck is the Spell Singer? It doesn't show. Which one is which now? Skills and gem skills? Ah, here's Spell Singer, okay. What do we have there? Controlled. Yeah, we probably want to remove this at this point. 9 to 13.5. 11 to 17. What? Ah, never mind, okay. Yeah, it's still like a relatively large increase, yeah. Crit bonus 100, crit chance 20. That doesn't make much sense. Wait, is the crit damage not calculated into the total damage? It's not actually. Oh, interesting. Average damage per use, I guess, is what we care about here. But it also seems very sus. It doesn't calculate the crit at all. What? It's 75% more, but obviously now I can crit, and I crit 20% of the time with double bonus. So just from the crits, I already get 20% more, right? So it should be very close, but it's not. So this is actually not even calculated here. I think I have to remove control destruction on everything now and have to find some alternatives. Frostbomb is more important. Nah, I kind of have to muscle my way down on Frostbomb. I don't need to see the cooldown. But I need to see how many uses I have on my spell singer. Okay, this has controlled destruction. This has controlled destruction. Oh boy. So do we just put like Rising Tempest everywhere and hope for the best, or what? Yeah, the problem is that Rising Tempest is just like, okay, I do the curse sometimes, and then I do the snap sometimes. But the thing is, on the boss, I do the curse once, and that's it. And the snap basically only happens when they're frozen, so it's also not very often. I guess I can just, if I remember to just tap it sometimes, I can just do a snap. It's pretty fast, right? It's just like, and then I get the buff. But it still costs mana, even when I hit nothing with my snap. I don't really like this Rising Tempest. You know, I don't want to cast a snap into nothing. It's kind of shitty. I want to see some alternatives here. Comet, Energy Capacitor, Mental Focus. Oh. Oh no, consider casting. I think this does not improve the damage actually. I think we already tried this yesterday. Gain increased energy. This means you also have to press it more often, and I don't necessarily want to do that. Unleash, Elemental Focus, consider casting. I mean, here we can do Deliberation at least. That's okay, I think. Nice Nova. Now, Warglass sounds like it would be pretty interesting at this point. Because these fucking ice walls have a lot of fucking life. 1% of damage gained as extra cold for 6 seconds per 2000 maximum. I've destroyed ice crystals, and I destroyed, I think, 20 of them or something at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's like 20 for one cast. And they have how much life? $2.6k. And that's just gonna go up. And at some point I might have so much damage that I can make them even tankier by removing the nodes. And if I have so much damage, at some point I can even take this if I want. And then I'm gonna get some giga buff on this shit. You can use Elemental Discharge to destroy Fossil. Elemental Discharge. Wait. Is this a Spirit Gem? What the fuck is that? Ah, here. Supports any spell that hits enemies, causing it to consume elemental ailments on hit to trigger an elemental discharge. But does the frost wall actually count as frozen and then it can discharge it? That seems weird. What the fuck? What the hell? That seems unintended as fuck. What the fuck is going on? That's interesting. Yeah, like this you can get some ridiculous buff from Burglass. Like we're talking like double damage buff or more, I guess.
Yes.
Inspiring.
Maximum life 20,000. They just explode. Look at that shit. No, I need 1k. What are we gonna end? Dude, that is insane. Okay, let's try it. So, do we still want the Unleash? Maybe Unleash is still nice, I think. So let's do Unleash. You can do Consider Casting. You can do Astral Projection. You can do Rising Tempest. And now we need to put Warglass, yeah, so we have to make a bunch of Warglass. So you have to support all of them with Warglass, right? Support skills you use yourself. Ah, shit. So this will not work with Comment, right? When I do Elemental Invocation. Because I don't use it myself. But it will work for the Frost Wall and the Ice Nova. Okay. So I guess we removed the Rising Tempest. You can put it on the Frost Wall as well. It already has Warglass, okay. Icicle. Oh, wait. 40,000. Yeah, it would be nice if there was like some sort of indicator to this stuff. Also, my damage per use doesn't really go up or down. So this is very sus, yeah. Like, it doesn't show anything at all. Look. It doesn't change. Are you sure this works? Do you have enough time to destroy them? They're so tanky. Holy shit. Yeah, it just doesn't go up at all. Spellslinger should work? Why should Spellslingers work? Spellslinger is also just triggering, it's also invoking them now. Using the invocation once sufficient energy is gathered will consume. Yeah, this does not work. Like, I'm not even sure if Warglass works at all. But now it doesn't look like it. I mean, we can do a run and see what happens. Procced once now. Yeah, but it should proc like ridiculous. When they all die, I should get some insane damage now. They have so much life. Yeah, here, it seems like one of them worked. And I get like... Ah, here, Warglass. It seems like it just doesn't stack. Here. Your skills supported with Warglass are gaining damage as called. I get like 7% damage. And it doesn't work with discharge either. Yeah, F. But I mean, first of all, I triggered 20 elemental discharges, so what does that do? Ah, here, consuming freeze deals 100% of your intelligence as called. It's not a crazy amount of flat damage, but I mean, we have like 20 of them. And it's kind of similar to what the Ice Nova itself does. So that could just be nice just for the elemental discharge damage. But Whirlglass doesn't work for this. But this is nice. So now we don't have to worry about the HP of those swings anymore. Just get 1k int, no problem. I mean, I can literally see the buff not being here, right? So this has nothing to do with the tutor. We saw that there is a buff, but it also doesn't refresh, I guess. Well, let's try this again. So if I remove elemental discharge again. Okay, the buff refreshes. There must be some article about this, right? PoE2 wiki. Let's see. Pretty sure someone must have tested that shit. Who am I kidding? Okay. Okay, YOLO. Let's just see what happens. And we also have this thing. Do we do this energy thing? Elemental focus. $25 chance to refund half the costs. Gain 35% increased. I kind of don't want to press it more often, right? I think it's gonna, like, you know, stack it up and then we walk to the boss and kaboom. So I think this is not terrible. Let's put the Rising Tempest there. Maybe here too. So we have Whirlglass on both. Let me remove this. Let's have Magnified Area, Spell Cascade. Guess I put something on the Frost Wall.
Not bad.
%, more life. And this would make it even more obvious to see if it works, right? 100% more life, 200% increased life, Warglass versus 60% reduced. So there's gonna be a massive gap, like a times 10 gap or something between that. So I think we'll just try a run like this and then one run like that, and we'll see what happens. PoE 2 doesn't have Ava. Yeah, rip. And the thing is also in this game it's very hard to test stuff. You can basically go to bosses and try some stuff there, but even then that's like very inconsistent and so on, right? So why do you have so many rapid castings lying around here? Okay, did I open this already? Okay. Can we just do it like a bit higher? Let's try a T10.
This place has withstood the test of time. Not all who venture here can say the same.
Okay, I do not see this giga world class damage that we were hoping for. This guy definitely dies slowly. So I don't think this works at all.
I can't do
I'm not even sure if the Frost Swords do that damage properly right now. Or if it's just like the Ice Nova.
what once was not, I have found.
T4 dueling one for shot. Extra Exile cast. Everything's superior here, interesting. Focus. More focus. More focus. Crit and crit bonus. Fire damage. Yeah, my damage seems actually very weak, and we have this new weapon as well. So I don't think this stuff is working at all. It might have actually like massively reduced my damage. This does not seem like it. And there's no mods on this map either.
I can't do that.
Need to remember to press Frost Bomb on a different button now.
Victory is mine. I need more time.
Wait, I need to higher level? I can't apply my fucking curse anymore. Oops. This is why they're so tanky as well. My curse is too low level. Also need 6, okay. Oh, does that work against the boss now? This is a level 75 zone, but I guess the boss is also level 75, right? It's just the drop loot is higher.
Need mana.
Yeah, I don't think this whole like elemental discharge shenanigans is it actually. What if I remove elemental discharge? Can't destroy talking walls anymore. Okay, so Sliding Java still good in 0.3 or Bleed Rake better? Bleed Rake was something in 0.2, but now they removed the Stomping Ground stuff from it, so I'm not sure if that's really such a thing anymore. Lightning Java is still very good. I updated my guide from 0.2 to this league. It's very strong still. You can check it on the Maxwell community build planners. Isn't Power Building working now? Yeah, Power Building has been around for a while. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna remove all the extra life stuff. Again, we do this here, we do no burglars, shenanigans. But one thing I can probably do is not have the reduced life on the walls. That's 2 casts. But we're missing 2 supports right now, so we can do not rapid casting, we can do Rising Tempest. And considered Astral Unleash. What else? I wonder if Inevitable Critical works for Unleash repeats or for Spell Echo repeats. Boah, I think that's not very much. I mean, we can maybe do one of the crit supports here. It's like plus 10% average. But once you get more crit, maybe it's good. The more crit we scale, the more this will scale up, I guess. Yeah, but if we don't like one-tap these walls, it's a problem. So I think we have to put the reduced life for now still. To make sure I actually one-tap them. This thing is level 16. This thing is level 16. We don't have anything else that's not 16, right? Okay. Okay, let's try this. Maybe I'm gonna make one of the invocations actually automatic. Also, where did all my comments go? This thing had like 6 charges and then it just vanished. What the fuck? Aha. Ow. Okay, so Spell Slinger, they bug out actually. You saw that? When I use Spell Slinger and my Invocation together, they just bug out. Uh-oh. They just stop. And I lose all my energy. Very cool. Hmm.
I need more time.
Where's my... guy's just running. It doesn't always bug out, but sometimes I just lose all my energy for no reason. I wonder what stacks up faster, Spellslinger or the free stuff? It seems actually pretty even. Look, free charges. I guess on a boss ability definitely be the Spellslinger. Click the fucking... Oh man. Wait, what's going on? I think I'm lagging. I can't roll or sprint or something. Okay, something is wrong. I can't do anything. Can I use portal at this time? What is going on? Okay. Wonderful. Somehow my character bugged out or something. Why does this guy do so much damage to me? Here's an interesting question. When I have like full charges of my elemental invocation and I use it, and while I wait 12 seconds for the meteors to fall, can I still get Spellslinger energy? So I'll try that. Level 18. Can I use that already? Yeah, we sure can actually. Ooh, there's a lot of extra life on those walls though. I think we're gonna start with this for now. It does work actually. So they're independent. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, there's something wrong. I can't do skills. What the fuck? I can't do anything. Somehow my character bugs out here. There goes my shrine. Cross problem. I mean, I was like early in the league to fix that though, no?
It belongs to the flame! We kill the threat first, then we finish what we started.
Oh no. It's going in the wrong spot. Are we blasting her, are we? God, I need mana. Damage is okay though, actually. Nah, 52 decks is too much, I can't do that. Holy.
Let us hope.
Oh, I got level up, level 79. Okay, sounds like a big crafting session tomorrow. I actually have to go, guys. I have a meeting in a few minutes. I don't know what to do now. I guess we start seeing crit actually, right? We do this, yeah. Crit chance. I think something like that sounds like the play.
Speak.
A new realm of power.
17 crit chance, 215 crit bonus.
Speak.
And then yeah, there's a lot of crit nodes, yeah. There's also this. 1, 2, 3. Maybe gonna take this here. It's kinda nice. There's crit. Can we like path through this? Yeah, actually we can path through this mana stuff and grab this. This is gonna be very good pathing actually. And from there we could potentially, we can close the loop here and then take those two out. This is very good. This also is probably not bad at this point. This is a lot of damage. Might even take this here. Just to scale this. I'm not sure if this is worth it. But yeah, this is 10, 20, 70, 80, and 90. 100% mana regen. From doing the right side and then grabbing this. And we can close the loop here. We can take this. Can even grab this if you want. There's also skill effect duration if you want to make our stuff last even longer. This might not be a bad idea. 4 weapons at 2. If you can save a few pathing points potentially. Not sure where actually. Got the jewel there for 2 points. Okay. This is bad. This is also not great. Actually, only 1 point, and we're here for this wheel. But we don't want a cast speed, we don't want a pen. But this is very good. And this is also very good. Maybe we're gonna take the cast speed, and we take out cast speed elsewhere. Like here, for example, we can just take the mana region node and remove those 3. Put 1 there, get 2 points back. There's actually so much optimization we can do. If we have like 10 more levels, I don't know, 15 more levels. There's a lot of stuff we can do here, I think. Anyway, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a short stream today, but I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Let's wait someone. I was gonna raid like tuna. So enjoy, guys. Boy, I just did it. That's actually coincidence. Alright. Yo. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.